Hello, dear friends. Today, I want to discuss a topic that resonates deeply with many of us: isolation. Have you ever experienced a sense of loneliness, as if you've become distant from those people and surroundings that once held a special place in your life? Sometimes it feels like doors are closing, and you're no longer included in activities or gatherings, leading to an overwhelming feeling of invisibility. If you find yourself in this situation, I want you to understand, you are not forgotten. Rather, you are being chosen. When God isolates someone, it is not meant to destroy them, but to transform them. He does not conceal anyone without a purpose. There is divine intention behind these moments of isolation. Often, they signify that a profound revelation is on the horizon. Isolation can indeed be an indication that something greater is approaching, a time for preparation, protection, and empowerment. Today, we together will explore the 7 reasons why God isolates the chosen. If you've ever felt this way, remember that your journey through isolation is filled with purpose. God is molding you, refining your character, and getting your heart ready for what lies ahead. Each of us has a unique calling, and isolation can play a crucial role in that journey. Before we go forward, I would like to invite you to connect with Chosen One Sanctuary, so that you don't miss any impactful messages and can stay updated with all that we have prepared for you. Let's embark on this journey together as we uncover the 7 reasons why God isolates the chosen. Are you ready? Let's dive in. The first reason God isolates His chosen ones is for protection. Often, we yearn to be in places that feel good, to belong to groups, and connect with individuals we admire. However, what we don't see, God sees clearly. He holds a broader and deeper perspective of reality and understands what remains hidden beneath the surface. Some individuals and environments may initially appear harmless or even enticing, but can harbor negative intentions or harmful influences. In His infinite wisdom, God often keeps you away from spaces that could jeopardize your faith, purpose, and emotional well-being. What might feel like rejection or separation is, in truth, a form of divine protection. It is crucial to remember that not everyone approaching you has your best interest at heart. Danger often hides behind the facade of friendship. While someone may seem amicable, they might not be genuinely invested in your well-being. They could sow seeds of doubt and insecurities or divert you from your destined path. In His kindness, God shields you to prevent negative influences from impacting your life. If you feel a distance from someone or a place, don't insist on forcing a connection. It may well be that God is saving you from something beyond your understanding. The pain of isolation can be hard to endure, but trusting in divine protection is key. God knows what is best for you, and though we may struggle to grasp the reasons behind certain separations, we must have faith that He is caring for us. This period of isolation, while challenging, offers an opportunity to reflect on what truly matters in your life. It serves as a moment of reconnection with yourself and with God, allowing you to strengthen your faith and discernment. By distancing yourself from unhealthy influences and environments, you make way for God to introduce new opportunities and relationships that will enrich your life. So, if you're navigating through isolation, hold on to the belief that it's a protective measure. Trust that God is actively working in your life and around you, preparing you for something far greater. The second reason for your isolation is that God is preparing you for something extraordinary. Each chosen individual undergoes a necessary preparation process to fulfill their divine purpose. Before He reveals you to the world, God must work on you privately, shaping your character and fortifying your faith. Take a look at David's story. After slaying Goliath and stepping into the spotlight, he didn't immediately ascend to the throne. He faced deserts, evaded Saul, and learned to lead through trials. This challenging period of hardship was pivotal for David, shaping him into the king God envisioned. He built leadership qualities and learned to depend on God amidst adversities, much like you may be experiencing times of solitude that feel daunting. It's vital to recognize that these moments are not in vain. God is preparing you for the next chapter of your life, refining you, stripping away what doesn't serve you, and instilling what will be essential for your mission. Your preparation may encompass gaining patience, resilience, and wisdom, all crucial attributes for future leadership challenges. We often desire swift promotions, but God only elevates those who are ready. The time of isolation is truly a season of preparation, offering you the opportunity to deepen your faith, seek God's guidance, and clarify your purpose. Do not rush through this preparatory phase. It's essential for your destiny. Each challenge, each moment of solitude, is a step towards becoming who God intends for you to be. If you feel isolated, approach this as a sign that God is actively working in you, gearing up for something marvelous. Use this waiting period as a chance for growth and enlightenment, so that when the right moment arises, you will be fully prepared to shine and fulfill God's purpose for your life. The third reason God isolates His chosen is to empower you. Have you noticed how isolation often brings with it challenges? God allows you to face these obstacles to equip and educate you. It is during these solitary moments that you uncover strengths you didn't know you possessed. Reflect on David's narrative again. Prior to becoming king, he had to guide men deemed outcasts, individuals who themselves faced struggles. These once discarded souls transformed into loyal followers under David's leadership, allowing him to grow immensely. This journey was not without difficulty, yet it was crucial for his training. During isolation, you learn to manage patience, faith, resilience, and wisdom. God wants you to master navigating rejection and criticism, as these skills will be fundamental when it's time for you to lead and rise. Each challenge faced during these isolated times serves as a chance for growth. This is the moment you can strengthen yourself in preparation for whatever lies ahead. Remember, God conceals those He intends to reveal at the appropriate moment. When that time arrives, no opposing force will stand in the way of your manifestation. While hidden, God is molding your character and fortifying your faith so that you are fully prepared for His plans. During these times of concealment, though it may feel trying, it is a significant part of your preparation and aligns with your divine purpose. When God decides to bring forth a chosen one, the revelation is delivered so powerfully that everyone realizes it was Him at work. So, if you feel overlooked or unappreciated, understand this could be the very indication that God is preparing to reveal you. This time, spent in preparation and seclusion, is vital for you to be ready for the extraordinary things ahead. God is instilling strength in you, readying your heart for His exceptional plan. Now, let's move on to the seventh and final reason God isolates His chosen: to elevate you. Before any elevation, God first conceals. The process of being hidden is a critical preparation phase. Joseph serves as a prime example. He was isolated by his brothers, cast into a pit, sold into slavery, and later imprisoned. Each of those tough experiences was part of God's larger plan. When the appointed time arrived, God revealed Joseph, placing him in a position of great authority in Egypt. Just as it happened with Joseph, you may find yourself in a season of hiding. But remember, this is not indicative of failure or rejection. Instead, it signifies that God is preparing to reveal you soon. When God chooses to elevate someone, there is no opposing force capable of hindering that revelation. And it creates a moment where everyone recognizes that it is God's work. Thus, if you're feeling overlooked or invisible, it may be the greatest signal that God is on the brink of revealing you. Embrace this period of preparation and concealment as essential for the greatness that lies ahead. God is actively shaping you, building your faith, and prepping your heart for the splendors He has planned. So, don't be disheartened by isolation. Instead, view it as an opportunity for growth and readiness. Trust that God is diligently working within you, and that the right moment will arrive for your elevation, when you can step forth and embrace all the incredible plans He has for your life. Remember, isolation is merely a phase in the process, while elevation is the promise God holds for you. The Bible recounts many tales of individuals chosen by God who traversed through isolation, each for a significant purpose. These solitary moments were indeed fundamental for their spiritual growth and the fulfillment of divine destiny. Let's take a moment to explore 5 significant examples from the Bible, reflecting on the lessons they impart. One of the most iconic figures is Moses. Raised in Pharaoh's household, he fled to the wilderness after taking the life of an Egyptian who was abusing a Hebrew. For 40 years, Moses lived in seclusion, tending sheep and distancing himself from his previous life. This period of solitude was vital for his development. God called to him from the burning bush, preparing him to lead the Israelites out of bondage in Egypt. Moses learned to rely on God and cultivated leadership skills that would be crucial as he guided the Hebrew people through their journey. The lesson we glean from Moses is that isolation can often be necessary, providing us with a time for preparation and growth, a time to learn and draw closer to God's plans for us. Similarly, the prophet Elijah experienced isolation after confronting the prophets of Baal and escaping the wrath of Queen Jezebel. He withdrew to the desert, a place where he felt abandoned and discouraged. Yet it was there that God found him, providing him with bread and water and fortifying him for the journey ahead. During this period, Elijah had a profound encounter with God, who chose to speak not through grand miracles but in a gentle whisper. This solitude became a prerequisite for the restoration of his faith and the continuation of his ministry. The lesson from Elijah teaches us that isolation can serve as a time of spiritual rejuvenation, allowing us to hear God's voice more clearly, away from worldly distractions. In the New Testament, we see that Jesus also experienced periods of isolation, most notably during the 40 days he spent in the desert, where he faced temptations from the devil. This time alone was a preparation phase for his ministry. Throughout those days, Jesus committed himself to prayer and fasting, deepening his connection with the Father. His isolation not only equipped him to resist temptations, but also empowered him to accomplish his mission of saving humanity. The lesson drawn from Jesus reminds us that isolation can be a critical time of intense preparation, one that allows us to refine our focus on our relationship with God and get ready for the challenges ahead. Another compelling example is the Apostle Paul, who, after his remarkable conversion, underwent an extended period of solitude in the Arabian desert lasting 3 years. He withdrew from the public eye to nurture his faith and gain a clearer understanding of the gospel he had embraced. This time was essential for preparing him to bring the message of Christ to the Gentiles. Paul returned from his isolation revitalized, with a much deeper comprehension of what it truly means to be a follower of Jesus. His experience teaches us that reflection and learning often require stepping back from the noise of life to better discern our purpose and the path God has laid out for us. Then there's Joseph, the favored son of Jacob, who faced immense trials and separation. Sold into slavery by his own brothers, he endured numerous hardships in Egypt, including imprisonment. However, every trial he endured was preparation for a transformative moment when God would elevate him to the position of governor. Joseph's time of suffering taught him the value of trusting God amid adversity. His isolation and struggles were part of God's plan to refine his character for a greater purpose. The lesson from Joseph reveals that isolation, paired with hardship, is often part of the preparation process for something even more significant. God can use these experiences to shape our character and ready us for the future. These biblical narratives underscore that, while isolation can be painful and challenging, it can simultaneously be a fertile time for growth and preparation. God utilizes these periods to mold us, instilling trust in Him as He prepares us for the plans He has designed for us. If you're in a season of isolation, remember that God is actively working in you, readying you for the next chapter of your life. Thus, if you find yourself facing solitude, view it not as a setback, but as a remarkable opportunity for growth and preparation. Trust that God is beside you, guiding you, and shaping you for the future He has in store. If you resonate with the message of your period of isolation, I encourage you to proclaim it or share your thoughts in the comments. Declare with conviction, "I am chosen." This powerful affirmation acknowledges that even in times of solitude, God has a distinct plan for your life. Isolation is not the conclusion of your journey. It is the prologue to a significant revelation. When God reveals His chosen ones, He does so in a way that is unmistakable and public. Reflect on the biblical figures we discussed: Moses, Elijah, Jesus, Paul, and Joseph. Each of them navigated periods of isolation that were crucial for their preparation and eventual revelation. Just as they were shaped by their experiences, you are also undergoing a preparation process. God is working within you, even if you cannot see it just yet. Remember, everything happens for a divine reason. If you feel distant or out of sync with people and opportunities around you, know that this is not a coincidence. It is a divine orchestration. God's protective hand is at play, preparing you for something extraordinary. This time of solitude presents a chance to deepen your faith and seek God more fervently, getting ready for the great revelation that lies ahead. When God decides to unveil His chosen ones, there will be no room for doubt. The transformation will be palpable, and those around you will take notice. You will become a living testament to God's power and grace. Therefore, do not become disheartened during this season of solitude. Rather, see it as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Each passing day offers a new chance to draw nearer to God and prepare for the blessings He has planned for you. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to share it with 7 people through Chosen One's Sanctuary. Your words of encouragement might be just what someone needs to understand their own sense of being chosen, reinforcing that God is indeed working in their lives. Always keep in mind that isolation is not the conclusion. It marks the beginning of a grander purpose, a time for preparation, growth, and transformation. God is molding you for something magnificent, removing distractions and burdens that no longer serve you, allowing you to concentrate on what truly matters. While this journey may be demanding, it is crucial to be ready for the next phase ahead. So, as you navigate through these moments of solitude, hold tightly to your faith, trusting that God is guiding you and preparing your heart. He is orchestrating something new in your life, and when the time is right, you will witness the fruition of what He has crafted. You will be revealed to the world in a manner that honors God and demonstrates the faithfulness of His promises. Declare it with conviction. I am chosen, and believe wholeheartedly that God is actively working in you. Isolation is simply a part of your journey, and the manifestation of your purpose is approaching. Stay strong, confident, and open to the magnificent work God is performing in your life. The best is yet to come.